It's deep in the water, but it can't take me down. Tracing faces with fingers and weird.
My parents at that time even didn't seem to know what was going on in my life. They didn't know, I guess maybe I acted really well at home, but I know that in my private life I was spiraling further and further down. I always worried deep down that I might find myself pregnant, but however, it never stopped me from having unprotected sex. But when my period was late one day by 5 days, my mom started questioning me several times a day. Why are you late? Why is your period not here? Of course I knew why it wasn't here. I already suspected that perhaps it was because I was pregnant. So my parents made a doctor's appointment and took me to the doctor, and he confirmed that I indeed was pregnant and I was only 15. My dad drove me to the doctor's office that day, and I remember the doctor confirming the pregnancy, and I was terrified and didn't know what to do or say. So my doctor suggested to me, after he had discussed this with my dad before coming back into the exam room, to confirm my pregnancy with me. And he said that because my mom had had a nervous breakdown the year before, that my mom was pretty unstable emotionally, and that this would not be good for her. Therefore, he recommended that we terminate my pregnancy or have an abortion. I remember agreeing. However, I really never felt I was given an option, or given any options for that matter. He said that he would make the necessary arrangements, and he left the room without saying anything else. I got myself put back together the best I could, and then I went out into the waiting room looking for my dad. He apparently, when I came out there, wasn't there, but he was in talking with the doctor, and they were arranging the next steps for me. We drove home in silence, my dad and I was terrified about everything. I won't go into detail, however, I had an abortion at a hospital, and my parents told me that I could never tell anyone what happened to me. About 6 months later, my boyfriend broke up with me, and he quit school, and I never saw him again. That was that. And my heart was broken, because here was a guy I truly felt cared for me. But I know that everything was just too much, and the abortion, I think, just did it.
Tracing faces with fingers, and we're just the same as we were. Just our eyes never found what I see now.